Hello again.
Right, yes, hello. Welcome back.
Well, on this we want to talk about why Fanon. I mean, you might have asked yourself, why would you teach Fanon in a honors social psychology course? We thought we made one statement, it's like critical decolonial social psychology. But why Fanon?
So I think the first thing to say is that, of course, Fanon is very popular at this stage. Many people write about him. We're not just choosing his work because it's fashionable. We think there's certain really compelling pedagogical reasons to, firstly, to focus on one author. As we used to, in psychology at least, we often look at broad themes and they're introduced to many different theories, mostly through secondary texts. And we thought, firstly, choose one person, one author, and get students to read the original works.
I guess we could have chosen
Yes.
any of a number of people,
Yeah.
let's say in psychology, someone like Abraham Maslow or something like that.
Yeah.
Not quite critical, but a humanist, which is great. We could choose in the coming years bell hooks, for instance. We could choose a philosopher, Pauline Hontonji, for instance. But Fanon is great to start to both experiment. The previous quarter students did experimental psychology, but experiment in another way, because he's anti-colonial thinker, and the world is not out of coloniality.
Yes, so I think one way to say is that we still live in a Fanonian world. The world as theorized by him, the world that he confronted, the forms of racism, the forms of oppression, is very much still present in the world today, and therefore he's still a contemporary author. He's not yet a completely historical figure. So in that sense, I think it's still it's important for students still to read Fanon, and then also he's just a fantastic writer.
Original thinker, but what is mind-blowing for me, I don't know about for you, I mean, it's always this question, Fanon and Stellenbosch. I mean, this is like
That's the other
so when you are reading this as our student, just to think, when you tell people we did Fanon and Stellenbosch, like wow, this is, and we just focused on Fanon, and we just want to go Fanon, the original writing, and then supplement with other things. But I think it's mind-blowing. In one sense, we're really pushing to develop a kind of cohort of students who just think of both psychology, but also thinking itself and the modern colonial situation in ways that are really productive, fruitful, transgressive, which is really fantastic.
And I think Fanon is one of the, I wouldn't say the only one, but one of the first and one of the best examples of an author who managed to combine psychological sort of lens or analytic with a properly political. It doesn't reduce either to the other. And that's something that critical psychology always wants to do, and not many people succeed at doing that. So Fanon he's a psychiatrist, an activist, political theorist.
And it's a psychiatrist who didn't stay with the mainstream, right? Not
Yeah.
just biology and neuropsychology, but also psychoanalysis.
Yes.
Which
There's
is
a
really great.
strong influence of phenomenology. So it's also, Fanon also becomes a way for students to be confronted with some of the most important theoretical streams of the 20th century, really. So Marxism, psychoanalysis, phenomenology, and he uses all these things in creative ways, but he also critiques them. Marx becomes something different in Fanon's writings. Psychoanalysis has changed, right? So he also represents a kind of profound confrontation with the European intellectual tradition.
One of the things that I really like about Fanon, I mean, the more you read about, he is inviting you to say no, right? To say no, to be free, really. Fundamentally, that he could move between areas of thought is inviting to a student who's serious about thinking about the world. So Fanon,
Also, the human sciences, or the humanities, psychology. Fanon profoundly sort of focuses on the problem of the human. Right? And for him, humanism is a complete project. The thing that has been given to us as kind of humanism and European philosophy, once again, is something that betrays itself.
The promise and the practice are this disjunction.
And therefore, for Fanon, humanism is still something that we're striving to do. So he really sort of allows us to think again what the human is. And that's something really important for psychology.
So come along with us and see you next time.
Yes, great, thank you.
Bye-bye.